What's up, you guys? Welcome to another vlog. It is almost, let's see, what time is it? It is almost 8:30. I have a 10:30 flight. I am heading to Puerto Rico on a solo trip, and I'm super excited because I've never gone on a solo trip before. So I'm not gonna be long because I should be heading out right now. I'm only like 10-15 minutes from the airport, so I have time, but I don't want to, wait too long. I'm already checked in and everything. Just wanted to show you guys my travel outfit, and then I'm heading out. So as you can see, I am in all black. I am wearing this pair of high-waisted trousers from the Sign Blake and Amazon The Drop collection. And I have this crop top. It's actually a crop top that has one sleeve like this, and the other one looks like that. So I just threw this orange shirt dress on from H&M. I'm just gonna leave it open. I just needed to have a layer on me because of the plane. I don't want to be completely backless, so that's the look. Super comfy. I'm wearing flats because I can't be bothered. It's too late. I do have my sneakers in my bag, so I'm only bringing a carry-on and this like beach bag that I got from Morocco. So I put my makeup bag in there, and the only thing that didn't fit in here is my laptop. So I guess, I don't know, once I get through security, then I'll figure everything out. I really wanted to bring this bag because, whenever I'm stepping out to the beach or whatever else, I don't want to have to carry, anything super heavy. So this one is perfect. So yeah. Oh, I just remembered, I forgot to pack my beach towel, but I really have no room. So hopefully there's one at the Airbnb, although I hate using towels that don't belong to me. But yeah, I don't have space. So it is what it is. I'm heading out. I'll see you guys at the airport. See you soon. See you more. I'll be back in 5-6 days. All right, be good. The security lines are quite long, and the TSA pre-check line is completely empty. I absolutely have to get this thing before my next trip because I have taken more than enough flights this year alone to make this thing worth it. I left my house at 8:30, and at 9:10 I was sitting at the gate. I just love being this close to JFK because when I'm traveling, it certainly makes my life easier. And when I do get that TSA pre-check, it's definitely gonna be even better because I can leave even later if I want to. But yeah, so I just stepped away just to grab some snacks since I'm gonna be landing so late. I have priority boarding, so I should be boarding soon. So yeah. I was too distracted to update you guys, but we were delayed quite a while. So our flight was supposed to leave at 9:30, and it is now 11:40, and we just boarded. And yeah, apparently our pilot was assigned to a different flight, and then they had to wait for another pilot who was on call to come and replace her. But when they called the pilot on call, they had to allow them a whole hour to make it to the airport. So we waited a while, but they made it. So we are boarded. I am super excited because I am in first class. It's a little treat to myself. So I'm super excited. And yeah, so I'm guessing we'll be landing somewhere around 3 o'clock in the morning. So. one of the first 3 people to get off the plane at 3:30 in the morning. That first class ticket, absolutely worth it. That baby, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for the parents. She cried from the time we got in the air and I left the plane. She's still crying. I feel so bad. Like, I'm sure her ears were popping and stuff. It is hard traveling with babies. I feel bad for all the passengers who wanted to sleep. Usually I could sleep through anything. I could not fall asleep. It was crazy. But yeah, going to call myself an Uber and get out of here. I have just arrived at my Airbnb and it's a studio apartment. Everything is pretty clean. There's a pretty big TV, a desk for me to work, a couch, and ooh, a mirror. Perfect for my outfit of the day videos. This is great. Okay. Very nice. It has all of the essentials. It's pretty warm in here, so I have to figure out where the AC situation is. Let's see what the view's looking like. Oh, I have a little balcony. Perfect. And the beach is 5 minutes away. I will link this location in the description box in case you guys are looking for a place to stay in Puerto Rico. This is a little kitchen situation, just right here, which is right next to the bathroom. That's kind of weird. Like, I don't understand why kitchens have to be close to the bathroom. But other than that, this is pretty nice. Okay. I am going to freshen up and go to bed. It is 4:15 in the morning and I have work at 8:30. One thing about me, I cannot live out of a suitcase. So I know it's, oh my gosh, it is 4:30 in the morning, but I'm putting my clothes away. When I wake up in a couple of hours, I want it to feel like I'm in my home away from home. So I just got this from the Monroe Steel X Amazon The Drop collection. Is this not Versicolor approved? Like, this is all the things, all the colors. Absolutely love it. Love it so much that I got the matching skirt. And I also got the matching dress. Okay, you're gonna get all the colors during this trip. And this also is part of Amazon The Drop. This one was Victorious Logan. I recently started following her once her collection was dropping, and I like this. This is a matching set, but you guys will see the looks when, you know, when I'm getting ready to head out. So stay tuned for that. I got to show you guys my hair. Look how long it is. So I actually have a video on my channel showing you guys how to install these crochet braids, but the ones that I did the video with, they were 22 inches. This one comes in 30 inches, so it's really long. I'm supposed to get my hair braided, so I wanted to test out this length to see if I want my braids this long. So I don't know, I love the length, but I feel like it's still growing on me because I've only had it for a day and I did it myself. It was super simple. It took me only an hour to install, so that was definitely a plus. Yeah, if there's anything to say about it, I'll say it at some other point in time. So I went ahead and put up all the clothes. Clearly orange is my new favorite color, I've been telling y'all, but I have a lot of white stuff. I love wearing white in the summer, and yeah, pretty colorful. I put my shoes here. This is the bag that I was showing you guys. This is from Morocco and I absolutely love it. Up here I put, this is my makeup case, this has all my bathing suits, and this has all my undergarments. So that way I packed my carry-on away so I don't have to go in it the whole time that I'm here. I'll just bring it out when it's time to pack again. And then I also brought with me a pillowcase because I like to have my own stuff. So I'm just gonna use that. And then I also brought a couple towels, my pajamas, and my bonnet. So that's that. And I think that's it for now. For real this time. It's 5 a.m. I am going to freshen up and go to bed. So I'll check in with you guys in the morning. Toodles. Good morning, y'all. It is actually afternoon. It's almost 1 o'clock. I have been working from bed all morning. I got a little scared because for whatever reason, the Wi-Fi wasn't working. Like, it worked for every other website except for my work's website, which is the weirdest thing. But I'm guessing it has to do something with the firewalls and securities that, you know, they have set up. So I don't know, whatever. But I was able to connect through the hotspot on my phone. So that made my life a little easier. My Airbnb host just came by and dropped off this ironing board for me. That guy is so nice, you guys. I told you guys I'm gonna link this Airbnb below because he has been so accommodating. He told me that he's going to block out the day that I'm leaving because my return flight is at 4 o'clock in the morning. So basically, if I wanted to stay an extra day, I would have to pay for an extra night here, although I'm not gonna be here. So he basically blocked out the day and he was like, since you arrived here so late and it's through no fault of your own and no fault of my own, I'm going to go ahead and block out the day that you're leaving so that you can, you know, check out whenever you want. I mean, it's just so nice to find genuinely kind people, you know, because otherwise I would have had to either pay for an extra night or leave the apartment early and head to the airport, you know, super early. But now that I have a full day on Saturday, I'm gonna be able to do whatever tour or excursion I wanna do and then not worry so much about when I'm gonna head out of here. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm about to actually go take a shower, get ready for the day. I'm going to grab some lunch somewhere. I also noticed that there was a grocery store in the area, so I'll see if I can grab some stuff for breakfast. That way I can make some things here and not have to step out really early in the morning. I'm gonna show you guys the daytime view from the balcony. I could see the beach from here. So let me take you there. So the view has pretty much, like when you're looking from over here, it's a whole lot of buildings and stuff. But from over here, the beach is a 5-minute walk. So I am super excited about that. And I am looking forward to enjoying it. The weather is perfect. It's about 75 to 80 degrees and there's a nice breeze. So yeah, I could sit out here on the balcony and, you know, just enjoy the weather. I'm not an AC kind of girl, so I love to have the balcony option. So yeah, so that's the update for now. I'm going to call my mother and let her know I'm alive. And yeah, I'll iron my clothes, do a little face, you know, nothing crazy. And I'll check in with you guys later. Toodles. It is already 3 o'clock and I got semi-ready. I have no makeup on, but I took a shower and got dressed. I'm wearing this orange bodysuit from Zara and my skirt is from the Monroe Steel x Amazon The Drop collection. I put this on to run downstairs to pick up my Uber Eats, which ended up being so chaotic because they couldn't find the location of the building. It was a whole mess, but anyway, I ended up spilling the food on my skirt. I really hope this grease comes out. I didn't even get to go out with it yet and it's already dirty. So I might have to change before stepping out. But I am about to head back to work and I'll do that on the balcony. This is the food that I got. I ordered a lasagna. It's a seafood lasagna. Hopefully it is as delicious as it looks. I will give you guys a full report. Everything was good, you guys, and I was getting ready to tell y'all how this was an 8 out of 10 until, look at this, I found a strand of hair in my food. Like, I don't know if I should be happy that I was almost done eating or traumatized and like, oh my gosh, this is so gross. After this hair situation in my food, hopefully this will save the day. This is a cocktail called Gasolina. I probably shouldn't be drinking something called Gasolina, but it has rum, passion fruit, and natural flavors. Cheers. All right, y'all, I am done working. It's almost, well, it's 7 o'clock now. I took some time and did my makeup or whatever, and then I changed outfit because I dirtied my skirt before I even got to step out with it. So I have my pearl flats on and this dress from Misguided. I've had it for a while and it was part of one of my hauls from last year, but it has like this, I don't know if it's tulle or something at the seams that kind of itches a little bit when I put this on. So for that reason, I think I've had it for a year and this is probably the only item in my wardrobe that I've never worn anywhere. So since I'm just gonna be out for a little while, I'm thinking I'm gonna go to the beach and just take a stroll, find some place around the neighborhood to have dinner, and then maybe grab a couple things at the grocery store for breakfast. That's about it for the night. I'm gonna keep it cool, and then tomorrow I'll plan something more fancy to do. But yeah, since I won't be out for too long, I decided I'll suffer through the little itch, and I also put my Spanx thing underneath, so hopefully that'll help. But it's a cute dress. It actually has this belt thingy that's supposed to be tied in the front, but I prefer it in the back because I feel like it cinches in my waist and it keeps it clean. I like this little ruffle situation. Super cute. I got my JW Pay bag and that's it. Let's go. I feel like it gets darker so much earlier here than it does in New York. It's only 7:30 and it is pitch black by the beach. But the sound of the ocean waves is just so peaceful. There are quite a few people that are still out here, so I'm not alone. I'm thinking an early morning run would be glorious. So if I could wake up early tomorrow, I totally plan on coming by. It's only a short 5-minute walk from my Airbnb, so why not? You know, you don't get to be in Puerto Rico every day. Gotta live it up. I'm just gonna enjoy the quiet time, maybe find somewhere to sit and just, you know, sit with my thoughts. I see that there's somewhere that looks like a restaurant, like right over here. So if it's somewhere I could sit down and have dinner, I would absolutely do that. Unfortunately, they are closing. So the guy directed me the opposite direction. He said there's a bar that is open, so let's do it. I wasn't even thinking about having dinner by the beach, but why not? I was gonna go look for a restaurant around, like in the area, but if I could do it by the beach, I will absolutely do so. I see another restaurant right here, right off the beach. So I will give this one a try. It's called Alambic Beach Lounge. Okay. Making my way back from dinner. Dinner was so good. You guys, I literally think that this probably was the best meal that I've had in 2022. It was that good. It was a shrimp and red snapper fillet that they put a lobster sauce over. It was a lobster garlic butter sauce or something. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Yo, it is literally raining right now. This is not good, but oh well. My hair can get wet. That's the beauty of crochet braids, so I don't really care. The food was excellent. The service was really good. The waitress was asking me if I'm out on the island alone or if I'm just out for the night alone. And I was like, girl, for the sake of safety. Oh, I'm just out for the night alone. I don't know who you are, ma'am. You don't need to know that I am out by my lonesome. Because, listen, on these solo trips, you have to be very aware. Like even as I'm walking around right now, I'm looking behind me, I'm looking in front of me, I'm looking to the side. And thank goodness, like it's a pretty well lit area. And I'm not going to no dark alleys or doing anything that could potentially put me at risk, you know? So I'm running to the grocery store and then I am taking my butt back indoors. Toodles. This is the place I'm going to. I checked before I went to dinner and they told me they would be open until 1 a.m. So just gonna grab some stuff for breakfast. These prices though, $7 for bread? What is going on in Puerto Rico? Is it just because, maybe it's because this place is like a convenience store. Let's see the price of this one. Oh, that one is $3.99. I don't even need that much bread, but I guess. This building comes with security, so they have to let me in every time. And I also like the way the lock is on the door on my unit, right? So the numbers on the lock change position every time. So even if I were to film myself like showing you guys how I'm letting myself in, you won't be able to tell what sets of numbers I'm putting in because the position of the numbers change every time. It's the coolest thing. I'm about to get on the elevator and I'll show you guys. Shall we do a bit of a grocery haul? Everything is content, okay? Oh, my thing is melting. So I got some popsicles. You guys know that's my weakness, but I need to hurry up and put them in the freezer because they are melting. I also got eggs. I hope I can eat them all before I leave. I got bread, I got 2 bananas, I got cheese. I thought I had some ham. I don't see it. I don't know if the guy forgot to scan it. I don't see the ham that I bought. And I got water. So I guess I'm gonna have eggs with just cheese. Thankfully there's seasonings here, so I didn't have to buy any, but I totally bought a thing of like meat to put in the eggs. I guess it wasn't meant to be. Let me put this stuff away. See, right after coming in, the order of the numbers change. So I never type in the stuff in the same order every time. It's like, it's so cool. I love that. It's super safe. So when I came in this morning and saw the microwave here, I totally thought this area was part of the kitchen, but then I realized that there's a kitchen sink over here next to the little stove top. So The bathroom itself has no sink and mirror, so that little area is basically supposed to be the bathroom. Okay, so I guess the microwave and the coffee maker is only next to it because they just don't have any counter space over there, but it is what it is. So I guess the kitchen is really not that close to the bathroom as I really thought, so I guess it works. You gotta make the most of the space you have, right? So yeah, so all in all, day one was pretty good. I am absolutely falling in love with this idea of solo trips. This was kind of a last minute thing for me. I'm not on vacation because, as you guys saw today, like, I'm still working. I'm working remotely, and I was like, if you're gonna work remote, why not do it, you know, somewhere fun and tropical instead of doing it in the house and never going outside, you know? So that was the reason behind it. I don't want to always wait until I'm completely exhausted to capacity to decide to go on a vacation. You know, I've always wanted to do a solo trip and I had absolutely no reason not to. So I just decided on a whim to just book it, and here I am. There's no explanation behind it. There's no ulterior motive, you know. Everybody that I've told that I'm on this solo trip thinks that, they're joking, but a lot of people have said that I must have like a boyfriend that everybody doesn't know about that I'm meeting over here. And it's so funny that, this concept of doing things on your own is so foreign to so many people, And I'm just like, we should do more of this. Even when you're not traveling, even when you're home, go on a date night by yourself, go to the movies by yourself, enjoy your own company. Like, I love spending time with myself. And I think that's actually, if anything, a prerequisite to being in a relationship, Like, if you're gonna want someone else to enjoy your company, you should also learn to enjoy your own company, right? So anyway, that's that. I'm not gonna ramble on. I was watching a movie on Netflix earlier and I stopped watching because I had to go out, but I'm gonna finish watching it. It's called Purple Hearts. It was about a couple that faked a marriage because the girl was sick and needed health insurance. And then I guess throughout the movie, they end up falling in love. I was barely halfway through, so I'm excited to go see how it ends. So that's what I'll be doing. And then I'll do my skincare. And then I also really want to do some pretty good, like, quiet time and talk to Jesus about some things that have been on my heart, So that's also another reason why I wanted to do this solo trip, so that I could be disconnected from everything and everyone and just have some time to myself to think and reflect. So that's what I'll be doing. So I'll check in with you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning, y'all. Day 2 in Puerto Rico. And it's about 7 something in the morning. I'm barely awake, but I passed out last night. I am heading out to the beach for a little walk before I start working. I figured I could use some movement, So yeah, that's what I'm about to do. All of the things I don't get to do when I'm home, I gotta do when I'm on vacation, so. This is the place over here where I had dinner last night. Quick stop at CVS to pick up some meat to put in my eggs, and I got some tea also since I couldn't find it at the other place. And I wanted to come see where the pool is, and it's a pretty nice area, and it's nice and quiet. Hey you guys, I haven't updated you guys in so long, so I basically stayed in the whole day. I was working, of course. After that, I had a meeting for an interview that I have to do on a podcast, so I'll be sure to let you guys know when that comes out. And let's see, I'm about to step out for the night. I wanted to do some type of a tour, but everything was already sold out. So I'm just gonna go out and explore. A friend recommended that I visit La Placita. So that's what I'll be doing. And here is my outfit of the night. I am wearing this button-up shirt. This is from the Monroe Steel X Amazon The Drop collection. I really love it. It's a tie-dye type of button-up shirt, and it has like a flared sleeve. So although it's long sleeve, it's not really keeping me extra hot. So I think this is the perfect transitional piece from like summer to fall. So absolutely love it. And this is something that you could wear with so many different colors because it has so many colors in it. And speaking of Amazon The Drop, the skirt that I'm wearing is actually a pair of skirts because there's shorts underneath, as you can see. And this is also from Amazon The Drop, but this one is from the Victorious Logan collection. Absolutely love it. It looks like a skirt in the back. And yeah, for my shoes, I'm wearing these pearl flats from Zara. My earrings are from the Hoop Mob. And that's it. On my lips, I am wearing this red lippy by Dragon Beauty. It is the color, what is it? Dragon Class. Wait, no. It's the color Dragon Blood. It's a really pretty red. Absolutely love it. So that's the look. I'm going to call myself an Uber, and then I'll take you guys with me. Let's go. Dishes before I left, so now that they're dried down, putting them away. Just wanted to give you guys an update. So as you would have seen in some of the clips that I shared, I made it to La Placita, which is basically like this road that has like endless bars and things like that. So I would not be surprised if there's like bar hopping going on in that area. But I'm not too much of a crazy drinker, so I don't necessarily, you know, need so many drinks. Like, I'm a one drink and sip it all night type of girl. So yeah, I ended up just walking around to kind of get a feel for what the place was like. I saw some bars that had like live performances going on, and then there's really just so many different options. The thing is that today is Wednesday, so I would assume that it's even like busier on Friday, maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday is probably their busiest night. So that's that. I went to this restaurant that, I didn't really know which one to go to because I was just exploring the area, but then there was this one guy that was handing out flyers, and he basically was like, if you go to this particular restaurant, you get a free drink. I was like, that works for me because I only need one drink. So I kind of went there, and they didn't have any tables outside. So I ended up sitting at the bar, which was a cool idea because I kind of got to chat with, people that were sitting next to me. And I'm glad they started a conversation because this is not my area of expertise. I could sit there by myself and never say a word to anyone. But this guy just started chatting, and he was with what I'm assuming is his wife. But yeah, we kind of had a cool conversation, and that was that. My food, I ordered octopus because the guy who was handing the flyers, I asked him what he recommends, and he was like, do you like Mexican food? And I was like, yeah, I'm not like crazy for it, but I like tacos, like burritos and stuff like that. And then he's like, if you enjoy seafood, you might like the fish tacos. I'm like, yeah, but that's like regular, When I'm traveling, I like to explore and like test out new things. So then he recommended the octopus. And when I asked how it was prepared, he said that they deep fry it, like they chop it up and then they deep fry it. It actually tasted like very well seasoned calamari. It's the same texture. It was actually really, really good. I've had octopus before, but it was cold, and I don't enjoy cold foods at all. But this one, it was really, really good. So my drink, I had a passion fruit margarita, which was the free drink. So it tastes even better when it's free, okay? So that was really good. And then I kind of walked around just a little bit, and it was already like close to being 10 o'clock. So I took an Uber back home. The Ubers are like, so far between $5 to $7, not bad at all. But it all adds up. I was actually considering getting a car for the last couple days that I'm gonna be here because I have a lot of different tours that are planned, and they're pretty far out. So the further, the distance, the more expensive the Uber is gonna be. I was trying to compare like the cost of renting a car with the cost of the Uber, and at first it kind of ended up being close to the same thing, like maybe with like a $5 difference. So I was gonna get the car, and then I thought about it, like you'd have to put gas, and gas is not cheap right now. So I was like, I'd rather be driven and continue on my soft life journey during this trip, okay? For now, I'm just gonna have my tea and do some editing. I have to start editing this coming Sunday's video. I already posted part 1 of my Morocco vlog, so I need to do part 2 and be done with it. Hopefully there won't be a need for a part 3 because we did kind of a lot in Morocco, so I'm hoping I could squeeze it all into one video. So that's that. I'm not gonna keep you guys long. I've been rambling enough, so I'm gonna enjoy my tea, take this makeup off, and I will call it a night. Bye. Good morning, you guys. It is day 3 here in Puerto Rico, and I had a late start. It's noon right now, and I worked from bed all morning. Thankfully, it's not as busy as it usually is, which allows me to relax a little bit in between. I just did some tidying up because I don't want anything to stay, I don't want the place to get messy, so trying to keep up. And today I have a kayak tour at 8:30. I already scheduled the Uber pickup for 6:30 because the place is an hour away. So I don't know what rush hour looks like around this time, so that's why I scheduled my Uber pretty early. So yesterday I intended on going to the pool, but that didn't happen. So I am absolutely going to do that today. I had leftovers from the octopus tacos that I ordered last night, so that's what I'll be having for lunch. But because I bought so much breakfast stuff and I don't want to let it all go to waste, I'm gonna make a couple sandwiches right now and have some tea, and I'll eat my tacos later. Especially after going to the pool, I always feel super hungry. So I got my sunscreen on, and I think it'll be nice to take my lunch break by the pool, and then I'll come back up after to have lunch. So that's the plan for today. I will keep you guys posted as much as possible. Toodles. There was this whole debate on social media the other day about whether or not the right way of doing things in the morning is to brush your teeth before you eat or after you eat. So I actually did a poll on my stories, and mostly everyone, I think with the exception of one person, that said that they all brush before. And I don't know. For us in Haiti, I don't think we really had the option of doing it after, because if your teeth are not brushed in the morning, you cannot greet anybody, because for us Haitians, when we're greeting, we have to kiss on the cheek. So I cannot wake up and go kiss my mother on the cheek without brushing my teeth first. So there were some people that were explaining like the scientific reasons as to why there's like enzymes in your mouth when you wake up, and you actually should be swallowing them to help with your digestive system. I don't know, child. We don't do that. Even when like my mom would bring me breakfast in bed, I would leave the food on the bed, go brush my teeth, and then come back to eat. So what is it like for you guys? Do you brush before or after? And I guess if anything, it probably would make more sense to brush before to get rid of that morning taste in your mouth, and then to clean your teeth after. I guess you could brush again, or maybe at least rinse with a mouthwash. That's kind of what I do if I'm going somewhere. Like before leaving the house, I would use mouthwash. But it's just so interesting, all of the different ways folks function in the world, So I guess to each their own. But as for me in my house, we shall brush first. Hey y'all, checking in. It is now 10 minutes till 2 and I've gotten ready to go to the pool. I am wearing this bathing suit that is from H&M, I believe, and this cover up is really old. I remember having it when I was going to Thailand for my 30th birthday. So that's 5 years old. I think I got it from that boutique called Mystique. Anyway, if I find anything similar, I'll be sure to link it for you guys. And I'm not wearing any makeup, but I have some sunscreen on and my Free People sunglasses. I'm bringing my beach bag from Morocco. My laptop is in there because I'll lock back in just in case, although I'm technically on my lunch break, but just in case there's anything urgent, I don't want to miss it. I got a beach towel that I got from the closet here. My intention is just to lay on it, not necessarily to, you know, use it as a towel. I brought my sunscreen for my face in case I need to reapply it, and another one for my body, and that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and head downstairs, and I will take you guys with me. Let's go. The sitting area is still empty, but there are a few people at the pool. I think I can go sit on one of those chairs over there. And yeah, should be a good time. Part seems to be 8 feet, so I went ahead and tied up my hair. I'm not concerned about it getting wet per se, it's just that it's a lot of hair, and if it gets wet it's probably going to be really heavy. But I also swim more comfortably on my back, so by default my hair is going to get wet, so I guess I won't swim. I'll probably just lay in the water for a little bit. I'm all caught up on emails at work, so I can enjoy a good 30 minutes of this. So toodles. I got out of the pool a while ago. I'm just here chilling, checking emails and doing some work. And there's someone playing music, so at least that's helping the vibes. I ate my snack, but I'm starting to be really hungry. It's about 3:40 right now, so I'm probably gonna go back up soon, but I wanted to make sure I record a reel because I have not posted a reel today yet, so I'll figure out something to do around the pool, and that should be that. I see someone else on their laptop working, so this is becoming more and more of a common thing. People working remote, but doing it in more fun areas than being in the house. So I'm here for it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to go warm up the rest of my octopus tacos. They were so good. I did a poll on my stories and most of y'all said you wouldn't try it. I'm gonna need y'all to be a little more adventurous when it comes to what you eat, especially when you're traveling, you know? Although, I'm still not eating no crickets or nothing. However, you gotta experience new things, you know? What's the point of traveling and returning home the same person, you know? So, that's my pep talk for today. I'm just gonna finish up this order that I'm processing, and then I'll go back up to eat. I also have my tour tonight at 8:30 that I want to be ready for. I don't want to have to rush. So yeah, it should be a good time. So this was fun, except, oh shoot. First I tripped getting into the pool. I missed the whole step. And then, remember that reel I was supposed to record? I recorded it with my AirPods in my ear while swimming the whole time. Somehow they're still working. I don't want to put them in the charging case because I feel like they should be completely dry before I try to put them in contact with electricity. I don't know what I was going through today, but I had a good time. Definitely enjoyed the water. So now I got to go get ready. I have to buzz myself in. The door is unlocked. Thank you. No problem. Yeah, so now I gotta go warm up my food and then finish up the workday. For all time's sake. As time goes by. Hey y'all, so me being me, I packed a whole bunch of dresses and skirts and cute stuff, and then I booked a whole bunch of activities that require me to dress down. So this is the most dressed down thing that I have. I basically had to throw this crop top together with these high-waisted shorts, and I just threw this shirt over it, and I'm rocking it with this pair of sneakers that I bought in Europe. They're actually leather. I really love them. They're super comfortable. So yeah, my hair is a little damp from being in the pool. So I didn't want to put it in a bun, so I'm just gonna let it down. But I feel like I need to pin the sides maybe, because when I'm gonna be kayaking, I don't want to have to worry about hair being in my face. But yeah, this is the look. I'm about to head out. It's 6:15. My Uber is scheduled for 6:30. So I'm gonna make my way downstairs and I will see you guys when I get there. Some of the old songs. Hey guys, so it is 7:30 and I am an hour early. I already signed my waiver, and yeah, so there's not much to do. I could hear the water behind me, but it's so dark, so there's not much that I can see. But I do see some like lit areas over there. Not really sure what's over there, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take a walk and then explore the area. So I'll come back closer to 8:30 just so that I'm on time. But I love being places early, so I'm not stressing. So it was a quiet ride with the Uber driver. It was a whole hour, and it was a woman, but she didn't speak much English, so I left her alone and she left me alone, so it was cool. Hopefully I have no issues getting an Uber to head back, but we'll deal with that issue when we get there. So it seems like there's a strip over here that has quite a few bars and restaurants. So I'm probably gonna go around this way where it seems more lively. There's a lot of people sitting outdoors and stuff, and see if I could grab a quick bite before the tour, because right when it ends I would want to be heading back because it's already dark and late, and I don't want to be out too late alone, you know. So it seems like there's a children's park over there. There's some kids playing, and yeah, it's so crazy to me how early it gets dark over here. But yeah, we're gonna make the most of every minute. Okay, I forgot what this drink was called, but it has coconut and Baileys. It tastes so good. They put so, like, I could see the coconut chunks like right there. It's so good. It's really strong though. I do not need to be drunk before going kayaking. I just finished my dinner. It's 8:22 and I'm walking back. I was just watching something on Instagram, and the question was, who fought in World War II? And this person responded, R. Kelly. I've literally been laughing non-stop for like 5 minutes straight. Because, like, your brain has to fail you completely for you to think of World War II and then to think of R. Kelly in the same sentence. Yo, I'm crying.
All right, let me hurry up and go before I'm late and miss this thing.
It is a full moon tonight. Such a nice view, and it's so cool out. But it's pitch black. You guys can't really see anything. The guide just told me that the first group is on their way back, so I think I see them. Maybe you guys can't, but I see them paddling back. Yeah, he said we should be out there between an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes. That sounds like a really long time, but he said we'll be paddling for maybe 25 minutes each way. So I don't know, everyone keeps telling me how sore I'm gonna be, and I have to go zip line tomorrow, so I hope I'm able to function. We shall see how this goes.
I'll be talking to you guys for a few minutes before it's time to head out. There's going to be 4 guides in the water taking care of you tonight out there. We have to split up the groups, so the next tour is coming here crossing in any minute. Once everybody gets here, I'm going to get the staff so you guys can meet them. There's always a guide in the front leading the way. There's 2 guides in the center, and there's always a guide in the back part of the group. Okay, for the most part, the kayaks that we use for tonight, they're doubles, they're sit-on-top kayaks. Although we got single riders for the odd numbers, for the double kayaks, whoever goes in the back should be heaviest, strongest, or most experienced. One of those options or all of those options. Because even though both of you paddle the same, difference is that whoever goes in the back has more control over the steering of the kayak than the person in the front, okay?
Good morning, you guys. It is Friday morning and it is 10 a.m. and I am waiting for the start of my zipline tour. But as I'm doing that, I wanted to update you guys on last night because I got in really late and I didn't really get a chance to tell you guys how it went. I wasn't able to take my phone with me, and there are a few pointers that I'd like to share with you guys in case you're going kayaking. So we got there around, well, I got there around 7:30, but it wasn't starting until 8:30, so that gave me time to go grab dinner somewhere across the street. That area that I went, it seems like they have multiple bars and restaurants, so that was pretty cool. I'm so glad I got something to eat before, because afterwards it was so late and I had a 1 hour Uber ride back, so it was definitely good that I got to eat before. So after getting all your gear and everything, as you guys saw in that clip, there was instructions on what to expect, blah blah blah. So that was cool. And then we got the life vest. Unfortunately, I didn't have a partner, so they gave me one of those solo kayak boats or whatever, and then I was able to just follow along, right? But the thing is, everybody already warned me how your arms were gonna get tired, and that is not a lie. You get exhausted really quickly, and I think you get even more exhausted if you're doing it alone and have no help, to paddle. So the bioluminescence, that is such a beautiful phenomenon. It's absolutely worth it. For that alone, they said that it's available in Jamaica, in the Bahamas, and also in Puerto Rico. So if you're in any of those places, you should absolutely try it. We started off at 8:45. We didn't come back until 10:30. So, in the midst of it, they kind of explained the phenomenon and everything like that. Of course, I'm not going to remember all the things, but it was quite interesting. But on the way back, I was so exhausted. I was running into other kayak boats or whatever. So I asked for some help, and then one of the guides, they attached my boat to theirs. So that made it a little easier, and I got to rest my arms, because when I tell you, it was exhausting. So that's how it went. I would say a 7 out of 10. Would I do it again? Maybe, but I think I would make sure that I have a partner. I think if you have really great upper arm strength, you might have an easier time with it, but my upper arms, I'm not about that life, no. it was hard, but I really enjoyed the experience. Another pointer for the kayaking thing, I think that they should let everybody know to bring a change of clothes, because I got completely soaked. So once I got on the Uber, I felt really embarrassed because I know I was wetting the seat with my pants, being all wet. And then you had to leave your belongings. Like I couldn't take my phone. I had to take my shoes off, all of that. I wish I knew, because first you could bring water shoes, and then you could, put a bathing suit underneath your clothes. That way you're not, getting your actual clothes wet. And then on the way back, then you could have a change of clothes. But they didn't mention any of that, unfortunately. But anyway, that's my review of the kayaking. Let me show you guys my outfit real quick. That's the look. I had to rewear these shorts, and this time I paired them with the matching top because I didn't have any more like workout like type clothes. So that's that. I see everybody heading over there, so I'm following along. So I don't know if I'll be able to have my phone while I'm ziplining, but it sounds like this zip line has 8 different lines that you get to zip line on. So I'm really looking forward to it. I've never done zip lining before, so should be a good time. All right, I'll check in with you guys later. Bye.